Okay, so now we're going to import the map that we want. So if you go to the top of your window here to this plus icon, we're going to load in the data. So if you go to this drop down menu here, ArcMap's a bit weird, like your whole file structure is not immediately here. So you've got to add the folder where your data is. So click here on this folder with the plus and navigate to where you've saved this folder. I've got mine on my desktop. Word. Oh, there. So if I click on desktop, it should be down here. ArcGIS tutorial. You might have to navigate a bit more to find your folder where all your stuff is saved. Click OK, and you'll see it automatically adds it as an option here under folder connection. So there's my desktop GIS tutorials, and here is my map. So I'm going to click add. Okay, and it's a TIFF. This raster data source does not have pyramids or contain insufficient pyramids. Pyramids allow for rapid display at varying resolutions. Pyramid building may take a few moments. Would you like to create pyramids? I'm leaving it as default and I'm clicking yes. I'll pause the video while it's busy doing that. Okay, and then this window comes up. The following data sources you added are missing spatial reference information, so they're not georeference. This data can be drawn in ArcMap but cannot be projected. Okay, so just click OK. And you can see it displays it on the screen in very bright colors. And so our next step now is we are going to georeference this map. And so how do we do that? We need to add the georeferencing toolbar. So you click here on custom toolbars and go down to georeferencing, and you'll see it's added this toolbar up here. And you can see this map is selected. And so we are going to add some control points to help digitize or georeference this map. Okay, and how we do that is if you go up to your georeferencing toolbar, this first icon on the left said add control points. So I'm going to click on it. And now what I'm doing right now is I'm moving the scroll button on my mouse, and so it's letting me zoom into this top corner. And I'm going to click here once, and you'll see it adds a number there. Now I'm going to right click. So I know you are tempted to left click because that is the norm. Do not left click. Right click and go input DMS on that long. So now I'm going to enter the latitude and the longitude of this point. So this is the longitude, so that's these numbers along the top. So it's 26 degrees 00 east, and latitude is 25 degrees 00, and remember to change this to south and click OK. And now we've lost our map. Don't panic. Click on this Earth button up here and it will take us to our map. So what it's done is this top corner now, I didn't actually show you before. If you put your mouse on top of it, in this bottom right hand corner here, look what the numbers are as soon as I put my mouse on top of this corner. So it's close to 26 and it's close to minus 25. So it shifted this corner to the correct values. If you had looked before, it would have been at some absolutely random value. So to georeference a map, you really should try georeference 4 points on the map to make it reasonable. Technically, because this map is square, I could georeference this top point and this bottom right point, and that would be enough to make sure it's right. But let's just be pedantic and do this top right point, bottom, and bottom left. So I'm going to go zoom in here to my top right point. I'm going to click on it. Try to get it as close as possible. I wasn't particularly good there. And then right click, don't left click, and go input DMS. And we're going to type in 28 for the longitude and 25 for the latitude. And click OK. So say for example, oh now we've lost it again. So click your Earth and it'll take you. And you'll see this top right corner now is very close to 28 minus 25. If you weren't happy with where you clicked, you would go along here to View Link Table. And these are the points I've just put in. So you could click on it and click on this icon here with this cross and it will delete the point, and then you just go and do it again if you're not happy with it. Okay, so let's go down here, zoom in, and I'm going to click, right click, go input DMS. And this longitude is 28, 0, 0, and the latitude is 26, 0, 0, and that's south. You're going to click OK, and we can Zoom out again and then zoom in on this bottom left-hand corner to do our last point. Ideally, you should zoom in as close as possible to get as close to the corner of the map as possible. All of these things will add errors if you're not cautious about it. So you can right click, input DMS, and this now is 26.26.0, 26, and you can see it's almost close to it, so it's probably that I haven't done it as precisely as I could. So 26 south, click OK. Okay, and if we zoom out, you can see that as you move your mouse over this map, if you look at the numbers in the bottom right hand corner, these are the actual coordinates on this map in real life. And so this is how you would georeference your map to make sure that it is in the correct coordinates. And so you can see coordinates of Palabora are about 27 degrees east minus 25.25 south. Okay, so that is how we georeference our map.